Hello. So in this video, I am going to show how you can use templates to create a website. And again, this is something that I can do in the classroom and reinforces what you've already been teaching, like how to start an HTML file, like with doc type HTML, the head and the body. And this might be a way to kind of show this is this is another kind of tool in addition to Webflow and any other tools that are out there, or just from scratch. So HTML5up.net, one of my students actually found this, and I really like it. But the way templates work is you can choose what kind of template you want. So I want to look at live demo on this one. And this is free, and there's a lot of free templates out there. So it's a fully responsive HTML and CSS3 site template. And this is the template. This is how it would look. Okay. And then you can kind of see how it would look in the tablet version, how it would look tablet in a portrait view, and in the mobile. Okay, so you can see how there's some different components, like the menu is a little different. And to create all of this stuff from scratch would take quite a long time. And, time is money. For some companies and startups who's looking for someone to create a website for them. They may not have, especially if they're limited on their funds that they can use to pay for the developer, they may not have the funds to pay for someone to create something from scratch, because it would take a lot more time, and therefore cost more, because it takes more of the time and the resources and the skill set for a developer. So templates are an excellent tool that it can actually be used to create websites. So I'm going to go ahead and download this, and it downloads, and it's a zip file. So I'm going to go ahead and show it in folder. Show in folder again. Let's see. There we go. So it's a zip file, and then I would just need to extract it. Just extract it, and then do that. It's going to keep it right where it's at. And then I open up the one that says file folder. So what we can do after they download it, find the template that they want. And so it's right click, open with. This might be a little finicky in regards to what kind of resources they have. So there's some workarounds we can do. So say, for example, they don't have, if they're on Chromebooks, I can't remember on Chromebooks or PCs, but if they don't have VS Code or an IDE downloaded, I think you mentioned they have brackets. But this is what we can do. So let's go ahead. I want to open it with Chrome, which Chromebook should automatically do it. And this is the website. So you can see it's on C drive, users, Penwell. It's on my local computer, okay? So what we can do, if they are doing something where it's not downloadable, okay, that's something else. We can actually right click, view page source, and then you can see the code itself. Okay. So what we can do, if, I know you mentioned they have brackets, they're using brackets with the CS high school thing. I can't think of the name of it. But another thing that they can do is just go to an online IDE. This is one of my students told me about. And just go ahead and do, open it up. And we're going to do this. We're going to create it. Okay. So has an index file. So what we can do is, where I had this open, copy all of that and paste it in here and hit run. and it works for the content of an HTML. And this is a good way to kind of like, for let them see this is HTML. Okay, this is just content based, right? The browser automatically puts these links as blue with underline to indicate they're links. That's a default by the browser. But this just shows like this is content only. So let's see. Let's go to assets, CSS. Let's do this one. And I'm going to open it up and trying to think of something that you would have on like something like a Chromebook. So that's CSS. Going to copy all of that. And I'm going to go back to my browser and I'm going to put it in here in this prefab CSS file. And I'm going to hit run and see what happens. A whole lot of nothing happens. Okay, so this name is style.css. What was the name in here? Main.css. So if we look in the head, you can see that the relationship for a style sheet is assets.css main CSS. That's not the case here. So let's kind of go back a little bit. Let's see if this works. There we go. Okay, so this is a kind of a cool way for them to kind of see what the relationship is and why CSS is important and how just what HTML does and what CSS does, and even what JavaScript does. I don't know what JavaScript did here. Let's see what's in main. I don't know if you'll be able to do that in the Chromebook, but let's say you can. And what was it called? It's called main.js. So I'm going to change this. Rename to main. Then hit run. So I'm not sure what the JavaScript did in this. It looks like with some breakpoints and some other things that we may not be able to see right here. But you can see how you can utilize this as a tool. And, if you remember, just to recap, we got this from I think it was from here. Yeah. From this resource that provides templates. So this is a way that this is another aspect or another avenue we can use to showcase, what the students can create, how all those pieces come in together and to create an actual website. So if this is something you would like to utilize, we can do that. Just let me know. And I'm going to show one more thing.